News out of Orange County down in Middletown. And, of course, a lot of talk has been going on the last few years about what's going to happen at the track. Well, let's go down there and find out. Brett Hearn is down in the office right now, and they've got some plans coming up here. One of those events, actually, there's going to be a couple of practices, one this Saturday and then Thursday, and then they'll go racing on Nostalgia Night on June 9th. Brett Hearn joins us from the office, like we said, down at Orange County. How are we doing today, Brett?
I'm doing great. Beautiful day.
It is, isn't it? So,
yes.
How long has this all been cooking? How long have we been talking about this and trying to make this and put this all together?
Well, so Doug and I, Doug is, we've worked together back in 2020 and 21, and we started talking about this, throughout the winter as it became more and more obvious that the track the speedway wasn't going to get sold, and that if no one stepped up to do anything, that there probably wasn't going to be any racing at the track this year. So we put our heads together and we kind of drew a game plan out, and we approached Mike Gerda, who basically gave us the green light to give it a try. So we were kind of piecing things together. We had to put some equipment together to work on the track, and we're basically dialing back to scratch. So it's been interesting, but it's going to be a challenge, obviously, but I think it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Just in case you're curious, the picture you're looking at was from a trip that I made down there back in 2010, kind of looking down at Turn 1. So 3 events starting June 9th. Let's run them down.
Yeah, so we put 3 Sunday night events together. And a lot of people, said, not a lot of people, a few people said, why did you switch to Sunday night? But, the truth of the matter is most guys, not most guys, but anybody that's still racing is committed to other tracks on the weekend. So we wanted to make it so we had a night that everybody could participate, which has been very cool. And actually, it's been much, much better received than I thought. So we've got 3 Sunday nights. We've got the first one being Nostalgia Night, which is an event that Doug has put together for 18 years. And it's always been, historically our most successful Saturday night show here. So we'll start off with that. And then we're going to go back again on August 4th for the celebration of the 105th anniversary of the Speedway. And then we come back in September on the 8th for the finale of the little series that we've got going here.
Okay. So how is this all going to work? What are the rules? What kind of packages are we running at the track?
Well, we're essentially running under the dirt banner. So we'll use Hoosier tires, 300s and 400s. Basically, the only thing that you've needed here the last 4 years has been 300s. So that's pretty simple. We have given the 358s a weight break as opposed to other years where we made the 358s run 2,500. We are giving them a weight break so we can try to include anybody that wants to race here. Essentially going out of the dirt rule book where the 358 spec engine is racing at 2,400. The option B is racing at 2,450, and we've put the W16 engine in at 2,350. So I think should balance the field out fairly well. And so we've done that. The only difference between what we do with the 358s and what dirt does is we don't run the rev box. We don't use the rev box. We use the gear rule instead, and the gear rule is 557, and that'll apply to any 358 combination.
Gotcha. How many laps? We're going to try to keep them fairly short, or what are we thinking?
Yeah. Well, essentially we've dialed back to like a grassroots program. So if there's 30-lap modified, 20-lap sportsman, 15-lap street stock races. We have put together a base purse of 2,500 to win with 300 to start, which I think that's fairly significant. So we're kind of like maybe slightly above the average purse for a big block race or a modified race in the Northeast. But the thing is, we've got these great sponsors and supporters that have come on, and so we've got a lot of bonuses already for Nostalgia Night. So the winner share is going to be more like 3,200, maybe even a little bit more by the time it's all said and done.
Gotcha. Dirt Sportsman rules the same there, too?
Dirt Sportsman will be the same as our rules for 2023, and they're up on our website at orangecountyfairspeedway.net. If you want to check out the Sportsman rules, you can see them there. Mm-hmm. So nothing different from last year. And the street stock rules have been tweaked a little bit, but are very similar to 2023.
Okay. What's the long goal here? Obviously, I would think the short goal is make sure we keep racing at Orange County and do it as much as we can, right?
Well, the short goal is to fix the track so we can see the cars on the track. That would be first and foremost, I think. So, okay. We're working very hard on that. We've got a bunch of equipment from a bunch of people from the Ford family, and I've got a game plan. We'll see what happens. I'm cautiously optimistic. So that would be the short range plan. And if when the dust settles, if the numbers work, maybe we can do more next year. We just got to take it as it comes.
Okay. So this coming Saturday, is the first practice?
Yes. So we plan to do a practice, and essentially, we want to make sure that the track is dialed in correctly for Nostalgia Night. Mm-hmm. So we've got a practice scheduled for this Saturday from 6 to 9. Pit gates open at 4. We're going to do the same thing next Thursday, which is the 6th, and then we come back on Sunday the 9th for Nostalgia Night, which will open the gates at 2 o'clock to spectators, and we have 2 hours worth of 60 all-time great drivers from Orange County that'll be here to sign autographs and some other festivities in the midway, and then we'll be on the track by 5 o'clock. So
what is your role during the race then?
As of right now, I'll be in the tower kind of overseeing the show.
Gotcha.
I think that I've got to do that at least for the first night, which, by the way, Nostalgia Night's sponsored by Escape Power Sports. Again, Joey Barbagallo has been a big supporter of the track for many years, and he came on to sponsor our first night. So I want to say thanks to him. I'll be upstairs with Doug, kind of overseeing the show.
All right. Did I miss anything, Brett? Is there anything I could think that we might have missed?
Well, we got 2 more shows to talk about. We can talk about those after we get through this first one. How's that?
Okay, yeah, and again, like we said, August 4th is the 105th anniversary. September 8th will be the 3rd show in this, and so obviously we'll be keeping in touch with Brett. So if you want to get down there, see what it's like, maybe you're racing Saturday, then you can go next Thursday and get down there then. But let's make sure we keep in touch on this. I'll get a hold of you after Nostalgia Night, but I really do hope things go well for you, and I hope we have some great races. I hope everybody's smiling at the end of the night.
Well, Doug, I really appreciate that. I just want to let you know that we got Buzzy Ruderman coming up here. We got Gary Brewer going to be here and then there's 58 different other drivers that are going to be here. Many, many names that really were important to the history of this track. So it's always a fun night.
Yeah,
a lot of people really enjoy it.
Again, Orange County. What is the website?
Orange County Fair Speedway.net.
All right, so look it up, guys. Will you have a list of the drivers on the site there too?
On Facebook.
On Facebook, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, drivers are all on Facebook.
Gotcha. Sounds like things are off to a good start down in Orange County. Brett, let's make sure we keep in touch, and I hope things go well. Thank you for getting a hold of me.
Thank you, Doug.
Remember to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Nostalgia Night, June 9th. Sounds like it's going to be a good time down in Orange County.